The Ethiopian highlands are the birthplace of the Blue Nile, a river that snakes its way north, giving life to 11 nations before emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. This river, with its origins in the heart of Africa, has been a cradle of civilization for millennia, nurturing cultures, economies and ecosystems along its journey. Here, nestled in a rugged valley, rises the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, a beacon of hope for some and a harbinger of conflict for others. This colossal structure, often referred to as GERD, stands as a testament to human ambition and the quest for progress. For Ethiopia, the dam represents a future free from energy poverty, a testament to its growing economic and political might. It is envisioned as a catalyst for development, promising to transform the nation's energy landscape and fuel its industries. The dam promises to electrify millions of homes and propel the nation towards becoming a regional powerhouse. The lights of Addis Ababa, glowing brightly against the night sky, symbolize the potential for a brighter future for all Ethiopians. GERD, however, is more than just concrete and steel. It is a symbol of national pride, a monument to Ethiopian ingenuity. It embodies the dreams and aspirations of a nation striving to redefine its place in the world. Its construction has galvanized the nation, uniting Ethiopians across ethnic and social divides. The dam has become a rallying point, a source of collective identity and purpose. The dam represents a chance to rewrite the narrative of a nation often associated with famine and poverty. It offers a vision of self-reliance and prosperity, a break from a past marred by hardship. Yet the dam's construction has come at a steep price. The financial burden has been immense, with billions of dollars invested in this ambitious project. The sacrifices made by the workers, toiling in harsh conditions, are a testament to the nation's commitment. The Nile, a lifeline for over 250 million people, is at the heart of a bitter dispute. This river, which has sustained civilizations for thousands of years, now finds itself at the center of a geopolitical struggle. Downstream Egypt, a nation tethered to the Nile for its very survival, views the dam with growing alarm. The river is Egypt's lifeblood, and any threat to its flow is perceived as a threat to the nation's existence. The potential for the GERD to disrupt the river's flow, and by extension, Egypt's water security, has ignited tensions and pushed the region to the brink. Diplomatic efforts have been strained, with negotiations often reaching an impasse. The shadow of the GERD looms large over the Horn of Africa, a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the high stakes of development in a region grappling with climate change, poverty and political instability. The dam's impact extends beyond borders, influencing regional dynamics and alliances. The dam has become a lightning rod for historical grievances, regional rivalries, and the struggle for control over one of the world's most vital resources, water. The echoes of past conflicts reverberate through the present as nations vie for their share of the Nile's bounty. The Nile River is more than just a waterway for Egypt. It is the lifeblood of the nation. This ancient river has been the cradle of Egyptian civilization, providing sustenance and a means of transport for thousands of years. Its waters have seen the rise and fall of dynasties, the construction of monumental structures, and the daily lives of millions of people. Flowing for over 4,000 miles, the Nile has nourished Egyptian civilization for millennia, shaping its history, culture, and destiny. From the pyramids of Giza to the temples of Luxor, the river has been a silent witness to the grandeur of ancient Egypt. It has inspired countless myths and legends, becoming an integral part of the nation's identity. Today, Egypt relies on the Nile for 90% of its freshwater needs, making it existentially dependent on the river's steady flow. The river supports not only the country's agriculture but also its industry and daily life. Without the Nile, Egypt's cities would struggle to sustain their populations, and its rural areas would face severe hardships. The Nile is the source of drinking water for over 100 million Egyptians, providing a vital resource in a region where water is scarce. Families depend on the river for their daily needs, from cooking and cleaning to bathing and drinking. The river's water is a precious commodity, essential for the health and well-being of the population, irrigating vast swathes of farmland that feed the nation. The fertile lands along the Nile's banks are the breadbasket of Egypt, producing crops that sustain the country. Farmers have relied on the river's predictable flooding for centuries, using its waters to grow everything from wheat and barley to fruits and vegetables. The Gerd, with its potential to regulate the Nile's flow, represents an unprecedented threat to Egypt's water security. This massive infrastructure project, undertaken by Ethiopia, aims to harness the river's power for hydroelectric energy. However, the dam's construction has raised concerns about its impact on downstream countries, particularly Egypt. Cairo fears that Ethiopia, in its quest for development, could unilaterally control the river's flow, jeopardizing Egypt's agricultural production and throwing its already water-stressed population into further hardship. The potential reduction in water availability could have devastating effects on Egypt's economy and food security. The spectre of drought and economic collapse hangs heavy over Egypt, fueling its uncompromising stance on the dam. The country has already experienced periods of water scarcity, and any further reduction in the Nile's flow could exacerbate these challenges. The fear of a future where water is even more limited drives Egypt's urgent calls for a fair and equitable agreement. Egypt's concerns are rooted not just in the present, but also in its history. The Nile has always been central to the nation's existence, and any threat to its flow is seen as a threat to Egypt itself. The river's importance is deeply ingrained in the collective memory of the Egyptian people. For centuries, Egypt exercised unchallenged control over the Nile, dictating its usage and reaping its benefits. The country's historical dominance over the river has shaped its policies and attitudes towards water management. This control has been a source of national pride and a key factor in Egypt's development. The 1929 and 1959 Nile agreements, signed during British colonial rule, cemented Egypt's hegemonic control over the river, granting it veto power over any upstream projects. These treaties have long been a point of contention, with upstream countries arguing that they are outdated and unfair. Ethiopia, however, was not a party to these agreements and has long argued for a more equitable sharing of the Nile's resources. The country views the Gerd as a vital project for its development, providing much-needed electricity and economic opportunities. Ethiopia's stance is that it has the right to utilize the river for the benefit of its people. The Gerd, therefore, represents a direct challenge to Egypt's historical dominance over the Nile. The dam's construction has brought to the forefront long-standing issues of water rights and regional cooperation. It has highlighted the need for a new framework that considers the interests of all Nile Basin countries. It has shattered the status quo, forcing Egypt to confront the reality of a changing geopolitical landscape where its neighbours are no longer willing to accept its historical privileges. The ongoing negotiations and diplomatic efforts reflect the complexities of finding a solution that satisfies all parties involved. The dam has become a focal point for Egypt's anxieties about its future, symbolising the broader challenges the country faces in a rapidly changing world. The public's reaction to the dam underscores the deep-seated fears and uncertainties about water security and national stability, its ability to provide for its people, and the effectiveness of its government in addressing critical issues. The situation has prompted a national dialogue on water management and the need for sustainable solutions, and its place in a region undergoing rapid transformation. As Egypt navigates these challenges, the Nile remains a symbol of hope and resilience, a reminder of the nation's enduring connection to this ancient river. What do you think? Please comment below, like and share our videos, and while you are at it, please subscribe.